Hi, Chris.
Hey, Brad.
How's it going?
Good, good. Can you hear me all right? I'm a little bit further away from my mic than I normally am, so I'm a little bit concerned that I'll be harder to hear.
I hear you okay, and I mean, you can just yell for everyone else.
Hi! Trying not to be like super
Yeah.
obnoxious. Also, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit congested. I've been sick in bed for a few days, but I did not want to miss this, so I've been fighting tooth and nail to get healthy to come and build Lego.
Dang right. Um,
Dang right.
I need to open up your stream, so pause.
But why?
23-month anniversary.
For who?
Look at that,
Also,
23
hi,
months.
Cad. Oh, there's the sub.
Yep. Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
so
my
how's it
orange
going?
bunny there. Pretty good, pretty good.
I mean, obviously, other than being sick and stuff.
Yeah, it's been like head cold, throat, back up to nose, further into my head. I've hit the coughing and squeaky ear part.
Ugh.
Like, yeah, like inexplicably, I have this like dry cough. Like last night, I was lying down, and as I was taking a breath, it just all of a sudden I just like just sort of like wheeze out and like felt like I can't breathe. So that's been like real fun, but also I have to stop every like few minutes and blow my nose because everything is just like pouring out of me. And of course,
Ugh.
now that we're like doing something active on camera, my body's like, "Oh God, panic!" and I'm getting super warm.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh yeah, don't get sick. It's the worst.
Um, yeah, so, a couple of neat things in between. We actually have a couple new emotes loaded in. A couple of them are pending review, but we got a couple so far on my side. We got
These are the
Wave.
new emotes from Muffin.
Yeah, like her design, our collaborations, and yeah. Sorry about the ad break, everyone. Too, I didn't realize that we were in an ad break when I started talking about that. Womp womp.
Uh,
Um, but yeah,
Unfortunate timing.
right. Loop. If I do that, is that better?
I just
That's
saw your
better.
stream title. That's super funny.
Lego my hammer. I'm trying to build here.
It's so okay. It's super funny when we always like panic, like I don't know what to do, and then we
Yeah.
always do something that's pretty funny.
Always come out. So yeah. Also, just on my side, a couple commands in there. If you want to see the rules that we're going to show you in a little bit, or actually that we both have on our screen, if you want to go and read through those, you can follow that link there. This will show up sporadically as well as people are chatting. I think it's every 15 minutes or so. And then
Nice.
also, for me today, we got it distracted.
Oh
If I
no.
just like start, if I'm like building and I just kind of like start and like walk away or like do something else and not finish what I'm doing, I implore you to use that and keep me focused. It doesn't do anything, but I might notice it. Um,
I think the counter is a funny idea. It's like how many times did Brad get distracted?
yeah, yeah. So,
Um, I was
um,
reading through the rules and thinking how funny it would be if some of those could be applied to me while I'm building Lego. And I'm like, oh yeah, what if somebody was raiding and like somebody comes into my room, it's like hello,
pushes you out of the way. Out of the way.
yeah, just tips me over. It's like, oh God, I have to recover. Like, there's no one here but the cat, so I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
I mean, it could still happen.
I closed the door because I
Oh,
was
fair enough.
concerned that she would get in here, and if I knock any Lego on the ground, it might disappear. Also, I should stop distracting you from trying to get to your room.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to. I want to add in some way for me to be notified there, so I just added my own name in there, and hopefully that works.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
get
okay.
I'll get tagged in it, so I'll be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah. So do we want to go through the rules? I know you have them up on your screen. I lazily put them up on mine. I didn't prepare anything because I'm bad like that. But
No, that's cool. I basically just rewrote yours to be more like casual language, but yours is like super formal, so we can read it off of yours and just do a quick summary.
I don't know if you did it fancy. You do it. I like
I didn't do it
yours.
like fancy, but yeah. So prior to the challenge, you were allowed to hand pick a seed and select a starting location, which I believe you've done, and you shared off a screenshot of like resources that are pre-collected.
Yeah, I sent that to you. I think I grabbed enough resources for 3 smelters, so I'll just use 2.
Okay.
That's fine. I forgot what number we actually agreed on.
That's fair. I think that's an awesome start. So Bradley has some extra difficult choices because building in a video game obviously should be faster than physically like manipulating stuff with my hands. So the idea was to find a way to balance out something like a Lego set that's going to take me a few hours, and Brad being able to, you know, just click, 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 and get like tons of stuff done real quick. So, I think this is a really smart way of doing it. So for resources and building stuff, there's no mining or resource collection ahead of time other than the smelters, which were agreed upon. All the building resources have to be harvested manually, and all the build costs apply. So like, there's nothing in there he's going to get for free aside from the smelters and workbenches, which are kind of needed. There, if we set this to be a straight build off and Bradley had to start like a new character, it would take him like 2 days.
It would take me
There's a lot
forever.
of, like, yeah, there's like bosses to beat. There's like random things to search for and collect. This was like our ability to balance it. So there's also some game settings, world modifiers that you added in. So passive enemies, which means they're not going to choose to attack him necessarily, and the raids are turned off. So as he's like hanging around the base building, he's not going to get like, you know, the forest is moving or
Trolls coming and smashing my face in.
Yeah, which in our actual game we have a serious issue with. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to assume that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Based on what we've set. Resource drops are set to the default 1x. There's also no death penalty. I'm not exactly sure what the penalty would have been for you.
So like basically all that means is any of the things that I have equipped, like weapons and stuff like that and armor, if I were to die, like I did something dumb, like I got smoked out or I need a specific resource that you have to kill things, I don't have to go and collect my body and have to run naked. I'll have my armor and weapons on me when I respawn.
Right,
So that's
okay.
the only thing. Like, I just figured I don't want to get stuck into a death loop where I can't get my stuff back, because that's not really the spirit of the competition either.
Yeah. The competition is about building. It's not like recovering from act of God.
Yeah.
And the last thing that's worth going over is the character that he's using. There are a bunch of like unlocks that need to happen per character. So Brad's gone ahead and got a character that has all those unlocks already done. So like he has the technology he needs to build the Lego bits to mimic the Lego A-frame.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just looking at the front. Like there's specific windows. There's stone masonry. There are some decorative items inside. There's like a hearth and some metalworking that needs to be done. So Bradley has all that unlocked. He doesn't have to like go searching, beating the boss to unlock those things.
Yeah, I think the one main thing that I kind of wanted to like mostly capture was access to the artisan table, which is locked behind the progression of beating the 4th boss, which is motor. And I didn't want to have to fight a boss again in this, because it's not about fighting, it's about building. So
I do think there could be a version of this where that was included, but yeah, definitely not the spirit of what we're doing today. So we're hoping to have our friend Moose the Knave join us as the adjudicator to judge the competition. But essentially, the competition is done when I'm done building the A-frame. At that point, Moose will hopefully have been able to join the call. We'll then take a look at the A-frame, make sure I haven't screwed anything up, because that's happened before. I've definitely messed up my life. Had to go way back and rebuild. And then he'll compare it to what Bradley's got, and we'll have a look and see which one he thinks has done a better job. So that's essentially how we're going to determine a winner, and the amount of time is essentially until I can complete the Lego cabin. Now, I didn't tell Bradley this, but I've got an extra wrinkle.
Got an extra wrinkle.
This Lego A-frame set is not brand new.
Oh, so you might be missing pieces.
it's a liquidation. So there's a chance I'm gonna have the wrong bags inside and just have to make do.
Gotcha.
I thought this would be super funny if I got like partway through and I start scrambling like I don't have the pieces, and I just have to like fudge my way through it. So that might also be part of that screw up. So if Bradley has a way better cabin by the time I'm done building and I'm missing like chunks of mine, I thought it'd be really funny to just like do the best I can with what's here and have Moose do the comparison. So I also thought that might be another way of like balancing things out in a fun way.
Yeah. I also put in, I guess, kind of some modifiers as well for me for like determining kind of like a winner. Obviously, like if I hit this level as well, I think it might be one of those things where we can kind of like look at where are we at, where are you at, how long have we been going? Has it been 4 hours, 5 hours, and we're not done?
Yeah.
So
I think if you achieve those things,
yeah,
that goes a long way to like, okay, Bradley is doing victory laps at this point.
yeah. Like at that point, what do? Do I like turn on combat and go and fight things? Like maybe, I don't know. But yeah, like
I think that's when you start decorating. You're like, okay, I'm gonna have a farm over here, and I'm gonna have extra beehives and
really just rubbing it in.
Yeah, just like, oh, I'm gonna have a dozen mugs on a shelf up in the rafters, and like,
Yeah.
I think that would be super funny to like.
Yeah.
Really
So yeah, I guess if once I achieve these things, then I can start looking at that. But yeah, having a level 4 workbench, forge, and cauldron. Again, artisan table, I'm not worried about. I'm not moving into the mistland stuff, which that's fine. A stove, fermenter, and cartography table, which are kind of, I think, 3 neat, kind of like anchor items. And then having like within the cabin, level 12 comfort, which I think is kind of like a solid balance of like, I've gotten a lot of the things that I would need to be able to reach that. So yeah. So yeah. And then prize pool. Just the friends we made along the way. It's you. And maybe all those great dwarfs and stuff that follow me around and not fight me.
Yeah, I really wanted it to be like a lot of smack talk and just like forever. Like I would build a paper crown and just wear that and be like, oh, ask me about my crown. And then it would just be me saying how I beat you that one time.
So, like, at the same time, when I heard you were sick, I was like, oh, already sick of losing. I get it.
Yes, very much in the spirit of what we do. I would fully endorse that type of stuff.
So, yeah. And I guess, kind of just in the interest of sport and everything, take breaks as needed. We don't really, fit them into kind of what you're doing. It's just, that's what it is. If you take a break, you take a break. The other guy can keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got my BRB set up in case I need to refill a drink, need a power break.
Yep.
Suddenly starving. So, yeah, I fully expect that the other person has the ability to just continue.
Yep. Okay. Just want to be clear on that too. But yeah, so that being said, who's that guy?
Okay, so I've got that's my build instruction set, but this is the guy who inspired the Lego A-frame cabin. This was his ideas set that was voted on, and then the Lego
I just
set
picked my under thing. Jeez. Yeah. So yeah. I think.
So shall we start this officially, and then have Moose join us as he's available?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can just kind of get going. We've been live for about 15 minutes or so. Probably a good time to start. Yeah. So here's my little cabin to get started. Everyone can see here's some of the stuff that I need. I did bring in some food, some higher quality food. I have a health potion in case I get hit. Turnip seeds here. I do need it for one of the items that I'm building, but I'm gonna just keep those in reserve. They're not super common through the swamps, so if I don't have any in the swamps, it would kind of block me, and I might plant those kind of separately. And the only other thing, Chris, which I don't think we discussed, is I'm gonna turn on dev commands strictly so I can set daytime potentially. Unless you just want me to use the normal cycle and I can just sleep at night. It's not a big deal. Like, days are days. I don't really care. But
I don't have an opinion one way or another about how that affects things. So
okay.
if you think it's going to be extremely helpful, I think you can go ahead and do it. Okay.
Okay.
I gotta dig in here. I still haven't found bag number 1. But I'm concerned at how many of the other bags I found. Like, I've got 3 bag 11s.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a good sign or not.
Well, good luck. So I'm gonna also start off. I'm gonna build a little workbench here, and I'm going to build the stone cutter, which I think is one of the other things that kind of progression would have kind of been more of a difficult progression thing, but yeah. Just gonna get started because I think this will be the space that I'm using. Oh, I got this little
thing around on the floor. That's super annoying.
And then I got a Veg Vizier to worry about too, and fit into the build. And we did talk.
That's the one thing I didn't account for is like how loud Lego bags are to mess about with.
Fair enough, but I mean, hopefully they're not too loud with it being so far away from the mic.
I mean, I hope so. If somebody wants to let me know if I'm making like a heck of a racket, I'm good with that.
Random brute to start. Hi, buddy. You want to fight?
I'll be honest, I was fully ready to respond, like, "Oh hey," and I'm like, "Wait, he's not."
There's just this brute wandering around over here. Like, do I want to fight him right away?
It depends. How much do you want to rub in your lead? Here, heads.
I mean, not really. Where do I want to put this stuff? Like, is that enough space? That might even be enough space. But I want this Veg Vizier to exist out. Okay, let's start. Let's think about this.
Sassy, I'm very happy to have Biggs keeping me company today.
How much wood do I have on me?
Expression. Jesus. No, I don't know if you've got your game audio on. Just
Me?
to keep company. Yeah.
I think I do. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sharing it with you, but...
These Lego backpacks have not changed, I think, in like 25 or 30 years. I love that they're just like a backpack. Actually, they maybe got bigger. This feels bigger.
I'm gonna
Also,
sleep so it's daytime. Because this dark night is difficult.
Scary already. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, like I can't see anything. Also, Chris, you gotta turn me down a touch. Oh, day 11 rain. According to Sassy.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably eat too. That's funny. I actually almost died right there when I fought that Grey Dwarf. Brute. I didn't realize I didn't eat.
It's gonna be hilarious if you end up spending a ton of time like dying because you choose to keep fighting things you definitely don't need to fight.
Well, just get away from us stuff and it's fine.
Yeah, leave my heckin' stuff alone.
Right? Are you kidding me? You're not gonna work. Oh my gosh. I hate the Black Forest.
Is that where you decided to build?
Yes.
You told me initially that you had some plans for where to build.
Yeah, I had a couple.
I remember you saying swamp was nearby.
I had a couple options, and I thought it'd be cool to be like in the swamp or something, but seriously, what is going on here? I have done nothing because I can't get the stupid ground flat. There we go. Okay.
It's okay. I got super distracted with this tiny piece that's just like an acorn. Just like a little disc with an acorn. That's just for style points. Like I feel like it's already rubbing in. Already rubbing in like, hey, this is gonna make it look good eventually.
If I ain't missing that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Gonna start some of this off. Okay. Now, where do I want to go first? Probably need more rock, so I'm gonna get some more rock. And also building off of there. Cool.
Fingers crossed. Although I did like build it in.
One, two. In what?
In I put it in concrete. Like I'm assuming this gray panel. Also, I really should have added a light. Yeah. Also, please tell me adding all these cameras.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. You guys tell me. I thought it was fun. I think this one's great. Although I wish I had. I mean, I own it. So I could just clip it onto the side and like project light in this direction. I don't know how long the battery's going. That looks.
Yeah, this freaking game, man. I was like, I want it to be daytime.
And it was like, psych.
Yeah, it's like, here's a storm. But it's funny, there's actually like set storm days. Like day 6 and day 11, I think, are storm days. So no matter what, I would have been that if it was day 11, which it is day 11.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably really handy for like speedrunners and stuff.
Yeah. And I only know that because I've been watching a lot of speedrunning. So
they talk about it. They're like, yeah, well, get ready for this.
Yeah, like they do specific things, and they have like specific like checkpoints that they have before day 11 because, and like day 6 because they know it's just going to be a day of rain.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we got to do it. Got to do X, Y, Z.
Rain, I'm assuming they're not going out.
Yeah.
I would, because I don't seem to care about that stuff the way actual like streamers do.
Oh man.
Pardon my.
Look at that.
Sorry.
Look at what I missed. There's like a little island out there with.
Oh.
Like that would have been so cool to build on.
It could have been thematically.
Yep. Seriously, my 300 stamina is gone.
Oh yeah, did you you've got a ton of foods and stuff, right?
Yeah, I have like 20 of everything. So I should be good.
What sort of things does that give you? Like, you've got it set up for a ton of stamina, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mostly focused on stamina. Also, I just heard Discord.
Ding. Sure.
Oh no. Oh no, it was Steam.
Oh, Steam. Different kind of ding. Did you complete an achievement while we've been sitting here?
No. Phil actually messaged me.
No. Oh. Like, hey, can I watch?
Yeah, I just sent him the link.
Nice. Dude, you can't watch me on Steam right now. Formal build off. Get in here.
Right?
Get the family friendly in here.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, and then I covered chat with that.
I'm on page 17 of 152 of book 1, and there are 2 books.
Oh man, I feel so much better now.
Right? This is not going to be
It's not gonna be fair.
not going to be a quick build.
It's not gonna be fair. You're just straight up losing.
I mean, there's a chance that happens, but I refuse to commit.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
what I mean?
I mean, unless my snapping doesn't work.
Oh my god, that would be a wonderful. All of a sudden, some like critical mechanics not working, just temporarily.
Auto. Auto snap, please. 1, 2.
Also, I really, really should have moved my chat. Not sure. I should have moved my chat over
Oh,
to a
yeah.
screen that I can see. It's way over here. So
Gotcha.
It's a little hard to see. I started playing Figment 2 again after almost a year break, and when we started the game up, I was notified the